So this week we got Jurassic World Rebirth, the what, seventh installment of the franchise.
Yeah.
It's really the first that's like kind of separated from the original six. I feel like are all interconnected. I mean, this one kind of sort of is, but it really is. I feel like the most separate out of all of them. No returning characters or anything. Um, a new island. Like I think they really did want to kind of have like a soft reboot. But it still kind of was continuing the story after the events of Dominion. Um, but yeah, so new installment of Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. I don't even know what to call the franchise. Definitely, I would say this franchise in the past couple years has been hit or miss. I think like Jurassic Park, obviously the original was like one of the greatest movies of all time. I think the second one's really solid. I think the third one takes a step off. But then I think Jurassic World, the first one with Chris Pratt, is like unbelievable. Really, really good. Almost like could be up there with the first one. And then Fallen Kingdom and Dominion had some very cool moments, but for the most part, they were kind of duds. They kind of just tried to do a little too much, I feel like. Um, so, this one got announced in new cast. We got Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, and some other people you may recognize. But yeah, so I mean, this is honestly didn't really know how it was going to go, considering the fact that the last couple have been, kind of controversial and a lot of people hate them. And but the thing is about these movies, whether they're good or not, they still always make an insane amount of money. Like Dominion broke 1 billion, and Dominion's, the weakest of probably all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
People love this franchise. I love dinosaurs. And I don't blame them. Dinosaurs are awesome. I will say, and then we get your thoughts. I think it was a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago when we got a trailer. Like I told you that I was like doubting this movie. I was like, I just have a feeling this is not going to be good. I'm really not that excited for it. I don't like the fact that the dinosaurs aren't even really real dinosaurs. Um, I don't know. I just kind of had a feeling about it, and I will say up front that my feelings were kind of accurate, at least in my eyes. I was definitely a little disappointed with this movie. Did not love it. Some cool stuff. There's definitely, it's not all bad, some pros. But I think my prediction was kind of accurate. Yeah, and I'm curious to see if you're kind of on the same wave as me or if you're a little higher.
I'm definitely, I think, higher than you. I am very curious to see what you give this movie. I will say right off the bat, I don't think it's anything like special. I think it's basically another story that we've gotten before. I mean, greedy guy wants to make a lot of money making a medicine, but in actuality, he's a POS human. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before. I will say this. We talked about it, I think, when the trailer came out. And remember, we saw the quote that said the big dinosaur was based off like a xenomorph kind of deal. I thought the last dinosaur looked so stupid. I think it looked terrible. It looked like the Rancor from Star Wars is exactly what it looked like. I think it looked stupid. Nice four arms. What are you doing? So I was a little disappointed with that. However, that's not to say that some of the other dinosaurs were very cool looking. The T-Rex scene with the raft floating down the river, I thought was A tier. Great, outstanding. Give me everything with the T-Rex. He looked hilarious, swimming with his little arms, and then he was also terrifying at the same time. And I've never seen a T-Rex swim before. I didn't know they could do that. So, somebody kind of gave a weird representation of what animal it looked like. You're reading too much into it. Okay, just they said it looked like some lizard that could swim very fast. I said awesome. Okay. I also thought I thought it was also very cool that when they saw like the man, what I don't even remember Titanosaurus or whatever the long necks basically. All of them were just like, holy shit! Look at those dinosaurs! Like they're freaking cool. So I thought there was like seeing some moments of like awe, seeing the dinosaurs up close, and Jonathan Bailey's character like being very emotional seeing them for the first time. Thought it was very cool. Some things I didn't like though. I don't think this movie really necessarily needed a family dynamic. You know, like with the three children and the dad. First of all, why is he sailboating there? Like you're an idiot. You
What a
deserve
horrible
that.
father.
Yeah, terrible father. And second of all, like I'm so sick of these kids being in stupid situations in the new ones. Like, we don't need that. This could have been so much cooler if it took a more like tense route on the island with a full like squad of people. But and also like you want me to care about these like deaths among the crew with characters that I don't even know. Like Mahershala Ali is mourning three of the losses, and I don't even know who they are. I don't even know their name. So I thought that was kind of stupid. Um, and then the one scene with Jonathan Bailey like falls down the cliff, he lands in the water. Don't have a problem with that. But literally, like half a second later, everyone's down there. How does that happen? He literally fell, like I don't even know how far, and everybody just was down there. No, no, that doesn't happen. But I thought, yeah, the ones at the beginning of the movie where they fought on the sailboat, I thought those were pretty cool. Some very cool shots of them in the water. I thought that was very cool. And but no, I don't care for the family aspect of it. I thought that was weak. I think you could have just done like a squad type thing and make it more like tense and horror based. I thought that would have been cooler. But yeah, no, I mean, not all terrible, but yeah, no, there were some things I would change for sure, especially the look of that last dinosaur. God, it looks stupid.
Yeah, I agree. That's honestly probably my biggest con, and that was my biggest con when the trailer came out. I want real dinosaurs. I want a real T-Rex. And even in like Jurassic World where it was like an amplified version of a T-Rex,
Yeah.
it still looked like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a T-Rex, but it's killing for sport, which is
Like
much more terrifying.
this one though looked stupid.
Yeah.
It looked so damn stupid.
Yes.
It made me mad. I think the pterodactyls looked fine. They didn't look like too crazy. I thought the long tails on the Bronchiosauruses was stupid. Um, but like you said, there's not all bad stuff. There's some good stuff. But I feel like a lot of the good stuff is rooted in nostalgia. Like the moment where they all see the dinosaurs and the iconic score plays
Yeah, I
and
like that. Yeah.
yeah, a couple little moments like that. And then, like you said, the best sequence of the whole movie was the raft scene with the T-Rex. Dude, people want just like the OG dinos. Like, quit
Yeah.
getting this weird alien looking stuff. It's so annoying. Like, the T-Rex is like the coolest thing in the world. Why would you mess with that? Or raptors. Like,
Yeah, we
they
got no raptors in this movie.
no, it's just very, very frustrating. Um, I don't think anybody put on a particularly good performance. I would say out of the big three, I think the best was probably Jonathan Bailey. I feel like he kind of captured that like magic and like thrill,
Yeah.
and excitement of being there. But I don't know, man. Another pro I have though is I do think it visually looks great.
Yep.
I think they did film a lot of this like on location on islands and stuff. And Gareth Edwards is the director. He did the creator. He's done other. I
Rogue
think he,
One.
he did Rogue One and a bunch of other stuff. So he definitely like has an eye for like big blockbusters, like how to make them look good. I think visually and a lot of the stuff on the boat like looks really good.
Hmm.
And then a lot of the stuff of them like in the jungle and stuff, I do think it looks really good. But man, story wise, it was just copy paste. I feel like from what the last six of them have been. We're gonna go to the dinosaurs and get their blood to try to cure a disease. It's a story that's been told 100 times, and it's just I'm over it. I'm over it. Give me something new. I at least enjoyed like the part of Dominion where like it's not they're like the dinosaurs are actually in the world. Like they tried to do something a little different. Um, I don't know. It felt like copy and paste from literally the first one and then almost all of the rest
I
since.
also think like an easy cop out to keep these like dinosaurs contained is using a climate thing. And I don't believe it. I don't buy it that they can only live there. Nah, dude, I don't know. I wanted something because when you think Jurassic World, you think like they took over the world. So that would be cool. Give me that. I saw a post on Twitter that was like if it was post-apocalyptic kind of
Yeah,
with
it
the
was like
dinosaur.
mostly dinosaurs and like not very
Yeah,
many left. Like,
give me
dude,
that. That'd be sick.
yeah, no, that'd be so tough. But yeah, I mean, I guess now we can kind of jump into scores. Obviously, I was, as I've said in this review, I was very underwhelmed and honestly kind of disappointed with this. I'm definitely lower on it than you. I think there are some good things. Visually, it looks good. The scene with the T-Rex is great, and there's a couple good nostalgic moments. But outside of that, I think the story was very boring and unoriginal. I don't think any of the acting was particularly just like out of this world. Um, and dude, screw that last dinosaur. It still just pisses me off having that be the last big bad dinosaur, and it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not even a dinosaur. So, this is like probably my lowest blockbuster of the year. Um, I did 2.5 stars. And I only, let's see, trying to find my actual rating. 2.5 stars, and I gave it a 5.4. It's teetering on that edge of being a 3 star. Um, but man, I honestly just did not really enjoy this movie. It's out of like everything, it's my lowest blockbuster on the year, if you unless you count the monkey as a blockbuster, but not really. Number 37 out of 45. I was quite disappointed in this. Um, yeah, what'd you think? I mean, it's making a boatload of money though, so I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, because it gives them a chance to rewrite their wrongs. So you can keep selling me on dinosaur movies. I will keep seeing them. And hopefully one of them will get better. No, yeah, definitely a little bit higher than you. I think there was enough moments like the raft scene, the score playing over the original. I thought the only acting performance that I actually kind of enjoyed was the boyfriend because he was funny at times. But other than that, like, yeah, you're right.
I think
Nothing.
the boyfriend was kind of funny
Yeah,
too.
he made some like quick like jokes and everything. I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd, so a little bit higher than you. And I gave it a 6.2, 6.2. And you know, that's not to say like, is it awful? I don't think so. And I've actually seen a lot of people on Twitter saying they enjoyed it. And there's enough things to I think enjoy, but yeah, like this movie could have been better, but you're kind of recycling the same stuff that we've seen, especially in the most recent Jurassic Worlds. Yeah, and then the last dinosaur. Why do you look like that?
Yeah, very, very irritating. But hey, that's just our reviews and our thoughts. As we always say, go see it, make your own opinions. I definitely know a lot of other people have had a good time with it, and I've seen positive things on Twitter. Um, so go check it out. I mean, it's raking at the box office. It might break 1 billion. I don't know. It did like very, very well. So yeah, I mean, it kicked off a stacked month. So